Thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at the jump.
Go to options. Say game options. Oh, damn, speed. And bro, this stuff was on normal, bro. See, this is why you don't do close to every time you type something, it's okay.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Nope.
Green with a catch left side.
You're not going to
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. Yeah, when I see passing... Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, I did.
They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
How about listen? I did think this.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And you got the ball yet. Dang, had the ball for almost about to be 5 minutes.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Bell. lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive on the road. You've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
I'll beat his ass.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
Oh my
From the left
God.
hand, should be a fairly easy one here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Bro, stop, dude. What'd you say? Madden?
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Osweiler. Schultz has got it.
BJ, he plays
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Cecil Shorts, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Madden 16, I'm running it out. I blew the Detroit Lions out 87, bro. 87. I blew 87.
That tells you about his acceleration. It's about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Yeah, you better get it. You playing BJ. We're not a meeting guys that play BJ.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This one complete to Marcus Wheaton.
Yeah, what's up?
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his...
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Moss.
Guys will get the football back. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now Osweiler down around his goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. At just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, the field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there's going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
And it's caught by Wheaton for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, a 20-yard touchdown, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's able to put it through. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going to get one bit. Let's see.
And now out comes Houston. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing, Osweiler. Shorts on the reception over the middle.
Oh, dang!
14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, Osweiler.
What?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people try to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
You watching?
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again, Osweiler.
What?
And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that has continued there with that.
Frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the game.
They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. frenzy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you want. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
BJ, you finna go to sleep? BJ, you finna go
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Let's go.
Give them 11 on the game there. And it's good enough for a Houston 1st down. Now Osweiler on 1st down.
Let's go!
Pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler surveying the field. Underneath for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Come on, go! Turn around!
What's gonna go? My people.
So they're going to go for 2.
This is for it all. Hey, Gavin.
Don't stop! Don't stop! No!
What? And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think
Stop!
if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And there's Ladarius Green in the red.
CJ, who you trying to play? This is the... Who you trying to play, CJ?
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Let's get that.
Incomplete.
Let's go. Hey, BJ. CJ trying to play you after me and Gavin here. So don't go to sleep.
No! Dang it! Dang it!
Dang, it's 2nd and 10. You better be lucky it's not 1st and 20. He came back in here because I told him that you wanted to play him after I did.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I think you have to try someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Don't fucking stop!
Oh my God,
Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
You're the coach? You're thinking, Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
I still be a ball after half.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
No shit!
I'm not really
No
sure
shit!
what in the world they were
No
thinking
shit!
there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach. A playoff game. He was going to be aggressive. aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter. That's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 3rd and 1, Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll take this one in for a Texas touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, 26 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run.
Still got back there, though.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it, but there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run.
Don't give me the ball.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
I thought that dude was playing. Miller? What about Miller? Lamar Miller? 93, they do this. But it don't show him the guy.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a...
But it will. Hold on. Yeah, this song very fast. Come on now.
Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Why are all these running back numbers?
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Oh, what is
down here at the 23. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter.
your career is over. If your career
this will be
was
a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. We've got a tie ball game, but saw some points in half number one, so certainly some adjustments to be made.
And I still remember playing in one of the best halftime adjustment speeches I ever got from a coach.
Oh, boy.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's nothing to change, guys. Just play better. I mean, it was that simple. Can you play with more intensity? Can you play with more focus? Can you carry out your assignments better? If we do that, we don't need to adjust a thing. Let's see if they have that type of a strategy coming out in the second half.
What strategy? They've got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing, Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Again, Osweiler. Throw incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. And it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but and you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's caught. Space. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A fake inbound. Now it's Roethlisberger going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 16 beats on third. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
That's the fact. The fact that I read it and I did it.
2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. Shorts on the reception over the middle.
Oh yeah, touchdown,
touchdown,
touchdown.
30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Cecil Shorts, 87 yards, and the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
What? Oh my mama. Put a check PSA.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
No move for the kicker. They'll still go for 2, this time from the 12. Osweiler's going to throw. Pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance, and of course, it's not often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you get so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say, we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20.
Got him hurt.
From the
Got
15.
him hurt. Got him looking off the field.
Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Brown, the lone receiver left. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, my people everywhere.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and back to the ball.
Yep, you right too. I'm not fighting, that's women.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 77 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here's the key to a big screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. Guys, they weren't fooled at all, and actually ran to the line to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw is Osweiler, and finding Fedorowicz.
BJ,
Looks right. 10. Touchdown, Houston. CJ Fedorowicz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have the
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by sea, by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? Touchdown so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from? And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line. Rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. On that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Dang, you only got 11 yards?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. I know it's not easy, but what they do have going for
Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Amazing. You want to review that? BJ, look at this. I didn't even know this was possible.
Y'all don't even know what happened. I was looking past it.
Look.
Just pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
What is that?
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it down as this one's in the air.
Don't run to that side no more.
This is taken at the 3.
Boom side.
Oh, little 3-6.
There you go.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Anytime I hit you, my controller shakes. Weak. Scoreboard.
They go play action here on 1st down. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block on the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Flush to his right. This will be caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both
I gotta
counts.
get
Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Novak is on to attempt the extra point.
I know what I'm up above. I'm beating you.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
At least 3 more points here.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
I just gotta stop his squad again.
This is taken at the 3.
We weren't
It'll
even
be taken down
moving.
just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
We didn't make it to 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
Yeah.
You seen that game? Let's look at that.
No, D. Gavin, stop. Stop. Time circle, bro. Gavin, stop. Stop. Gavin, stop, bro. For real. Gavin, stop, bro. Stop.
Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 97 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
BJ, look at the
I think
scoreboard.
it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back.
And I
If it's
didn't send the
on
blitz
you,
on.
if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And a hit charted loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And off his back foot, and now here's another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing, Osweiler, setting up the screen for Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Given 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Osweiler on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Arthur Moats. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here. And
my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returned this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Here's Osweiler to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. There's Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. Struggles continue here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. He simply dropped it.
You know.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So try to get the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. James has got it. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off. William Gay. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions interceptions in the game.
Someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011 wasn't it? Kirk Coleman.
Yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles. I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. It's complete to Fuller. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh my God, y'all just
Osweiler. And it pops free.
Yeah, I got
The
competition
collision
with
there
that
jumps the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Osweiler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, William Gay. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They haven't played the best, but I guess it's not going to matter because their offense has been so good.
And they'll go in and shake their guys' hands and say, thanks a lot, big day. We'll try and tighten it down for the next ball game. But a lot of guys think this is kind of fun.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Howell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off William Gay. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into that kind of interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Andre Howell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get the 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That's a brand new NFL record.
And quickly, they get to the line. Osweiler finding time. Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down after a good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a time. Now the Steelers going to stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I knew that was happy.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Osweiler, he's got time. Still back there. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Apparently taking a knee is not in.
He called that! He called that! BJ!
No, baby.
Look, bro, hold on.
Why did I fuck you run like that? Stop. I'm trying to
Bro, when it first started, it killed me.
What kind of game like that? Crackhead.